Step back in time to the gritty streets of 1960s, Britain with Zat Cars, the groundbreaking police drama that redefined television realism. But what happened to the stars who brought these unforgettable characters to life? From early career breakthroughs to lasting legacies, join us as we explore the lives of the actors, then and now. Some became icons, others faded from the spotlight, and a few are fondly remembered after their passing. Discover their journeys in this nostalgic look back at one of the UK's most iconic TV series. Douglas Fielding portrayed P.C. Quilly in Z Cars, 1969, when he was 23 years old. P.C. Quilly is a young, eager constable, known for his determination to prove himself, often caught in challenging situations. His character's journey of growth and learning, combined with his sincerity and youthful energy, made him a relatable and endearing figure to viewers. After Z Cars, Fielding remained active in television, though he did not reach the same level of fame. Douglas Fielding passed away on June 26, 2019, at the age of 73. He died from natural causes.
You know.
Well, I don't see why you can't get out your car.
Because I can't. Okay.
Gus.
Right.
And, I got the part. I got the part of this greenhorn P.C. Quilly. And 2 or 3 months turned into almost...
James Ellis portrayed Sergeant Lynch in Z Cars, 1962, when he was in his 30-year-old. Sergeant Lynch is a tough, no-nonsense police officer, known for his strong sense of duty and authority. His dedication to law enforcement and his serious demeanor made him a memorable character in the series, often displaying leadership qualities and a deep sense of responsibility. After Z Cars, Ellis continued to have a successful career in British television, with notable roles in Softly Softly and The Bill. James Ellis passed away on March 8, 2014 at the age of 82 from complications related to cancer.
Eat it and shut up!
Where's all the chips?
I'm frying more chips.
Yeah, he's at all the chips. Bob Steele, you know, you have a grudge at teeth.
I got an acting scholarship very early on. I was at university at the time, and I used to sort of be in school plays in the university play, and then I got an acting scholarship.
Ian Cullen portrayed P.C. Skinner in Z Cars, 1969, when he was 30 years old. P.C. Skinner is a young and enthusiastic police constable, eager to prove himself in the challenging world of law enforcement. His character often found himself navigating the complexities of police work with a balance of youthful optimism and growing professionalism. After Z Cars, Cullen continued his career in television and film, appearing in shows such as Angels and Brookside. Ian Cullen passed away on November 12, 2019 at the age of 80. He died of natural causes.
Hang on, please. You see, there's some things that really annoy me, Sarge. They get me right up to here.
Like what, for instance?
The way some...
Like the original concept of the history and going into history and finding things out. That was a great educational tool.
Excellent.
But the Daleks, of course, took over, rather.
Joseph Brady portrayed P.C. Weir in Z Cars, 1962, when he was 34 years old. P.C. Weir is a dedicated but somewhat gruff police constable, known for his straightforward approach to policing. He often found himself at odds with more senior officers, adding a layer of tension and realism to the show. After Z Cars, Brady's career in television continued with appearances in various series, including Crown Court and The Sweeney. Joseph Brady passed away on June 12, 2001 at the age of 72. He died from complications of heart failure.
Explosion has been reported. A Mr. Tom Rushton witnessed the explosion and is waiting for you at the quarry. Investigate and report.
Miller's Quarry Lane, White Farm Road, on our way.
Clicking noise had been turned on, and 3 minutes later, they received a shock through the feet.
Stratford John portrayed Detective Chief Inspector Barlow in Z Cars, 1962, when he was 35 years old. Daker. Chief Inspector Barlow is a shrewd, commanding presence in the police force, often at the heart of the action as he leads investigations with a sharp mind and a strict, no-nonsense demeanor. Stratford John's portrayal of Barlow was a standout in Z Cars, and it cemented his place in British TV history. After Z-Cars, Stratford John continued his career in television and film, known for roles in series such as Barlow at Large and Softly Softly. Stratford John passed away on January 29, 2002, at the age of 76. He died of natural causes, leaving a legacy of respected performances in British drama.
States in Newtown mushroom up like the plague, full of thieves, tearaways and villains. Now PC gets murdered. Aye. What did the boss say?
Doctor, yes, well, it was very nice talking. It was terribly funny because they said, we want a mask of you, and we're going to build this frog head twice the size of your head with a flashing eye.
Brian Bless portrayed P.C. Smith in Z-Cars, 1962, when he was 26 years old. P.C. Smith is a loud, boisterous, and larger-than-life character, often the comic relief with his exaggerated mannerisms and enthusiasm. His portrayal brought energy and humor to the series, balancing the more serious tones of other characters. After Z-Cars, Blessed's career soared, with memorable roles in Flash Gordon, I, Claudius, and King Lear. As of 2025, is 88 years old, still active in the entertainment industry, known for his commanding voice and larger-than-life presence.
I'll be with me.
You been out tonight?
In here all the time.
And I suppose Mrs. Ramsden's your only witness, eh?
Aye, how did you know?
I think we better have a look at that van. Have you got the key?
Well, no, as a matter of fact.
Viceroy of Malaysia, and we were there specifically to hunt for orang pendek, upright man,
can I just
which is a kind of yeti.
Jeffrey Hayes portrayed Detective, Conference Scatliff in Z-Cars, 1969, when he was 27 years old. Dionysus Conference Scatliff is a youthful and enthusiastic detective, contributing to the team with energy and a fresh perspective. Jeffrey Hayes' brief but memorable role in Z-Cars preceded his fame as the beloved presenter of the children's show, Rainbow. While he later stepped away from dramatic roles, Hayes remained a familiar and endearing figure on British television. He was born on March 13, 1942, and passed away on September 30, 2018, at the age of 76. The cause of death was pneumonia following a short illness.
Don't you keep just a few Guinness on the cold shelf? No, not really. You're the 19th bloke I've told today. There's no demand.
Fine. And then he said, excuse me a moment, and he went off, came back. He said, look, we're thinking of introducing some...
Stephanie Turner portrayed W.P.C. Howarth in Z-Cars, 1969, when she was 25 years old. U.P.C. Howarth is one of the pioneering female officers featured in the series, navigating a male-dominated workplace with intelligence, professionalism, and quiet strength. Stephanie Turner brought empathy and depth to the role, earning admiration from viewers. She later became widely known for her lead role in Juliet Bravo, where she played a female police inspector. As of 2025, at the age of 80, and remains a respected figure in the history of British television drama.
Cases of assault, I should prefer to hear the details from the officer at the scene rather than from the victim later. Does that sound unreasonable?
He wouldn't go at the car, Mum. He'd locked himself.
You will find, Miss Sands, the girls here take pride in keeping up a high standard of appearance. So important.
John Scott Martin portrayed Willie in Z-Cars, 1964, when he was 38 years old. Willie is a quirky and memorable supporting character who brought a unique flavor to the ensemble, thanks to John Scott Martin's distinctive energy. Best known for his extensive work as a Dalek operator in Doctor Who, Martin also had a long and varied career in British television and stage. His physical performance skills made him an unsung hero in many productions. He was born on April 1, 1926, and died on January 6, 2009, at the age of 82. The cause of death was not widely reported.
Perhaps not 110, no. I'll knock off at 100.
What was it like to be a Dalek?
Great.
Was it?
Because you knew you had the power.
John Chalice portrayed Sergeant Culshaw in Z-Cars, 1967, when he was 25 years old. Sergeant Colshaw is a firm but fair officer, navigating the pressures of leadership with a dry wit and measured authority. John Chalice brought a calm intensity to the role, setting the stage for a long career in British television. Though known for his early dramatic work, Chalice became best known for playing Boise in the iconic sitcom Only Fools and Horses. His portrayal of the posh and sarcastic used car dealer made him a beloved comedy figure. John Chalice was born on August 16, 1942, and died on September 19, 2021, at the age of 79. He passed away from cancer, leaving behind a legacy of humor and distinctive screen presence.
Marlene, just for a moment there, I thought I saw... Go! I think I would. I might be accused of what are you looking down there for anyway.
So that, yeah.
But you spend your life. There's some people walk about, don't they, all the time with...
Frank Windsor portrayed Detective. Sergeant Watt in Z Cars, 1962, when he was 34 years old. Daddy. Sergeant Watt is a serious and dedicated police officer, known for his methodical approach to solving crimes and his unwavering commitment to justice. Frank Windsor's portrayal of Watt made him a recognizable figure in British television, especially in the early 1960s. After Z Cars, Windsor continued to build a solid career in television and film, often playing authority figures in police procedurals. He also appeared in other notable roles in series such as The Bill and Heartbeat. Frank Windsor passed away on September 30th, 2020, at the age of 89. He died of natural causes, leaving behind a legacy of work in British television.
Another show over. Time to relax with one of these excellent John Player Miles.
John Slater portrayed Detective, Sergeant Stone in Z Cars, 1967, when he was 45 years old. Detective. Sergeant Stone is a seasoned and sharp-witted detective, offering a no-nonsense approach to solving crimes. His character became an iconic part of the series, combining years of experience with a dry, often sardonic sense of humor that added depth to his professional demeanor. After Z Cars, Slater's career continued with appearances in Coronation Street and Emmerdale. John Slater passed away on January 9, 1975 at the age of 58, following a brief battle with cancer.
That sort of thing. Look, Mr. Brent, you say that nobody's been into your house and nothing is missing. Now, if your dog was shut in...
David Daker portrayed PC Colshaw in Z Cars, 1967, when he was 26 years old. PC Colshaw is a diligent and earnest police constable, often caught between the demands of his superiors and the realities of street-level policing. David Daker brought warmth and authenticity to the role, helping ground the series in realism. After Z Cars, Daker had a successful career in British television, with notable roles in Boone, Only Fools and Horses, and Porridge. David Daker is still alive as of 2025, now 89 years old, and remains fondly remembered for his versatile work on screen. Jeremy Kemp portrayed PC Steele in Z Cars, 1962, when he was 27 years old. PC Steele is a strong-willed and disciplined officer, representing the front line of law enforcement in the gritty reality of the series. Jeremy Kemp's intense performance helped establish the show's tone and won him critical acclaim. Following Z Cars, Kemp found success in both British and international productions, including roles in The Blue Max, The Winds of War, and Star Trek: The Next Generation. Jeremy Kemp was born on February 3, 1935, and died on July 19, 2019 at the age of 84. He passed away from complications related to dementia.
Lynch, in my seat. It's my dinner you're eating. Jenny? She's a good cook as your...
John Woodvine portrayed Detective, Inspector Whitty in Z Cars, 1963, when he was 34 years old. Diogenes Hayes. Inspector Whitty is a composed and strategic figure within the police force, often taking on complex cases with a balance of intellect and empathy. John Woodvine brought gravitas to the role, enhancing the show's reputation for dramatic realism. After Z-Cars, Woodvine enjoyed a long and distinguished career in film, television, and theater, appearing in productions such as Doctor Who, An American Werewolf in London, and The Crown. Born on July 21, 1929, John Woodvine is still alive as of 2025, at the age of 95, and remains a respected figure in British acting history.
Then you can decide for yourselves, although I can't. The day the Huntsby case collapsed so dramatically, I found myself with a...
John Phillips portrayed Detective Chief Superintendent Robbins in Z-Cars, 1962, when he was 48 years old. Detail Chief Superintendent Robbins is a commanding and authoritative leader in the force, guiding his officers with wisdom and a strong moral compass. John Phillips's portrayal added weight to the early episodes of Z-Cars, grounding the series in a realistic depiction of police hierarchy. He continued working in television and film throughout the 1960s and 70s. John Phillips died on May 11, 1995 at the age of 80. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. Ray Lonen portrayed Detective Inspector Moffat in Z-Cars, 1970, when he was 30 years old. Dead. Inspector Moffat is a sharp and decisive investigator, bringing a modern and assertive approach to police work during a transitional period for the force. Ray Lonen gave the character a strong presence, helping to keep the series fresh into the 1970s. He later gained further fame in British TV through leading roles in The Sandbaggers, Harry's Game, and Yellow Thread Street. Ray Lonen died on July 11, 2014 at the age of 74. He passed away from cancer after a lengthy illness, remembered as a versatile and compelling television actor.
You, madam.
Hi.
Did you get the table?
And the 4 chairs.
Oh.
My horoscope was right. You see, I told you it was going to be my lucky day.
You and your horoscope.
Joe Godwin portrayed Charlie Collins in Z-Cars, 1963. When he was 57 years old, Charlie Collins is a salt-of-the-earth character who adds warmth and working-class authenticity to the show's gritty landscape. Joe Gladwin's down-to-earth charm made the role stand out. He was later adored by audiences for his performances in Last of the Summer Wine, and as the iconic Milkman Stan in the OXO commercials. Gladwin was also known for his distinctive raspy voice and impeccable comedic timing. He was born on January 22, 1906, and died on March 11, 1987, at the age of 81. He passed away from natural causes after a long and successful career in British entertainment.
Go away for Christmas then. The big family occasion of the year. I don't know how you can do it going away for Christmas.
John Ringham portrayed Garrett in Z-Cars, 1962, when he was 34 years old. Garrett is a measured and insightful presence within the police force, known for his level-headed approach and behind-the-scenes influence. John Ringham delivered a thoughtful performance that fit the show's emphasis on realism and character depth. Beyond Z-Cars, Ringham had a long career in British television, appearing in series such as Dad's Army, The Avengers, and The Pallisers. He was also active on stage with the Royal Shakespeare Company. John Ringham died on October 20, 2008, at the age of 80. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed.
Now, what was lacking was the accompanying evidence of psychotic symptoms. What I mean is, Mrs. Reed, he wasn't mad.
George A. Cooper portrayed Charlie Coates in Z-Cars, 1962, when he was 37 years old. Charlie Coates is a working-class character who added texture and realism to the everyday world depicted in Z-Cars. George A. Cooper brought authenticity and quiet strength to the role. He went on to become a familiar face in British TV, with a standout role as the caretaker Mr. Griffiths in the popular children's series Grange Hill. He was also known for his stage work and frequent appearances in dramas throughout the 1970s and 1980s. George A. Cooper died on November 16, 2018 at the age of 93. He passed away of natural causes.
Idiot, look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Can you remember what was on it?
Remember.
Patrick McElhinney portrayed Jim Dempster in Zod Cars, 1962, when he was 49 years old. Jim Dempster is a steady and reliable presence in the world of Z cars, contributing depth to the show's depiction of local communities and their interaction with the police. Patrick McElhinney brought both gravitas and warmth to the role. He later became known for his comedic timing in series such as Bless Me, Father, and Oh Brother, where he played clergymen with wit and humanity. He was died on August 22, 1990 at the age of 76. He passed away of natural causes after a long career in theater and television.
When speaking as shepherd and teacher of all Christians. Now, have you any questions?
George Sewell portrayed Detective, Inspector Brogan in Z Cars, 1965, when he was 41 years old. Inspector Brogan is a tough and seasoned detective, unafraid to challenge the system and take risks in the name of justice. George Sewell's performance brought grit and credibility to the role. He later became well known for his roles in Special Branch, The Sweeney, and Stanley Kubrick's Barry Lyndon. Often cast as no-nonsense authority figures or villains, Sewell had a distinct screen presence. He died on April 2, 2007 at the age of 82. The cause of death was not made public.
Tired, Alec. Why don't you help yourself to a drink?
Thanks. I think I will.
Who is your favorite character from Z Cars? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.